So if you're thinking about moving to Chandler, but you're not quite sure if it's the right vibe for you or if it makes sense for you and your family, this video is for you. So we're gonna explore 5 different areas in Chandler that really make Chandler Chandler. And ideally what you would do is, this is almost like a driving map. So if you have your boots on the ground here and you're here, you can actually take this and drive around and really get an idea, the lay of the land of the city. But if you don't have the opportunity to be here in person, that's okay. We're still gonna show you a lot of different videos and talk about these areas and hopefully give you some insight to see if Chandler is worth exploring more. I am Courtney Strelzik. I'm a local real estate agent here in the Phoenix East Valley. And if you are considering moving here and no one's actually walked you through the process of buying a home here in Arizona, my contact information is below. Go ahead and check that out. Okay, the first place where we're starting on this tour is the Chandler Fashion Center. So this is going to be on the west side of Chandler, and it actually is a giant mall. And they have everything there, anything from Anthropology, they have an Apple store, Lululemon, all your traditional retail mall stores basically. And they also put in, I want to say it was about 2 years ago, they put in a new Shields. This Shields is actually pretty crazy. It is giant. It's definitely worth checking out. And then outside of the mall, you have tons of different like other strip malls with Nordstrom Rack, those type of stores, Home Goods. And then there's also a lot of different restaurants in this area as well. Now, in full transparency, this mall, it has every store imaginable that you can think of, but it's nothing like super, super unique or special. I wouldn't say that, but it just gives you a really good idea of what people are like here and just what your day-to-day life may look like in Chandler. The second place I would say has a little more character and is unique, and this is downtown Chandler. And this place has grown a lot in the past like 5-10 years, and they have a lot more plans for continued restaurants and other bars and stuff coming to the downtown area as well. And I would say compared to the downtown Gilbert, it's a little bit more diverse, a little bit bigger as well. You definitely have some like higher end steakhouses, Elliot's Steakhouse, and then some of my favorite restaurants, Miel de Agave and then Hidden House, are both really good restaurants. There's also Peixoto Coffee, that's a great place, and then Chop Shop. This is actually a chain in Arizona, but it's really good. They have this protein shake called a PB and Jacked, I think is what it's called. I don't know. Either way, it's good. Check it out. They also host a fair amount of events. I know they have like Oktoberfest, some farmers markets, stuff like that. But it's a really good area if you are here to just walk around, get out of your car, and really get a sense of the community here in Chandler. Now, the third place we're gonna talk about is downtown Ocotillo. So Ocotillo is actually a giant master plan community with a lot of homes. There's a golf course there, but they actually have a downtown area close to their condos. Now, we're kind of entering into the south part of Chandler, and I will say the north and south part of Chandler have very different aesthetics, very different feel and vibe overall. So really a big divider, a hard divider is the 202, and this is just south of the 202. Now, this isn't near as big as like downtown Chandler at all, don't get me wrong, but there's a couple great spots there. There's Bottle and Bean is a really good coffee shop. Trophy Room, if you want to go catch a game, great place to go, great bar to go to. But it is kind of interesting because you're only, a couple blocks south of downtown Chandler, but you can feel the environment it has a much different feel here. I would say it feels maybe slightly more upscale. So the fourth place we're gonna go slightly east, and this is Tumbleweed Park, and this is our biggest city park here. I mean, there's everything there. They have a rec center, an indoor rec center. Of course, they have tons of like different soccer fields and sports fields, tennis, pickleball, playgrounds. They have actually had some concerts here too. And if you have kids, you're probably going to be here at some point, whether it's a sports game or the playground. Now, something I would say the East Valley in general does really well is some of our city parks. And that's a huge reason why I encourage people to just check it out, because the weather is beautiful most of the year, 8 months of the year. We spend a lot of time outdoors, and that's really one of the biggest perks. So definitely check it out if you have time. Now, the fifth place we're going to go to is on the very southeast part of Chandler. It's actually right on the border of Gilbert. And something to kind of notice if you're taking this drive is, when you get further down here, you're going to notice it gets a little bit quieter. The homes, are a little bit newer down this way as well. And I would say this, this drive is really a good representation of South Chandler. Now, Veterans Oasis Park is the place that I'm going to be taking you to. And this is really just a gorgeous outdoor preserve. It's really quiet, serene. I mean, you can go fishing here and there's a lake, there's walking trails. It's a great place to take your dogs or maybe even go on a run. And I would say the neighborhoods surrounding Veterans Oasis Park, it does feel very similar to Gilbert. One thing I really want to drive home to is if you are not from here, or you're not very familiar with East Valley or Chandler, the north and south part of Chandler, they have very, very different feels. So if you've been to the north part and you're like, Chandler's not for me, make sure you still go to the south part or vice versa before you completely eliminate the city. But as I mentioned a few moments ago, the best way to explore the city is really getting your boots on the ground if you can do that. And I do have an actual guide that has all the Google links, so you can literally just click and it'll take you from one destination to another and give you some insight into good restaurants and stuff along the way. So if you are interested in that, go ahead and look below. And if you found any of this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps me out a lot. Thank you so much.